Well, hello and welcome to the Legacy Credit Union Traffic Center here at Cox Media Group in Birmingham. We provide the traffic for stations WZZK, New Country 97.3, and 106.9, The Eagle.
So, hello. Yeah, I'm the traffic guy. I'm Mike Miller. Most of you that are seeing this probably know that. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you a brief tour and kind of show you exactly how we put things together here at the radio station to do a traffic report. It's really pretty simple. But, you know, at the same time, a lot of work goes into it. So I'll kind of give you a brief tour and kind of show you some of the tools I use and some of the ways that we put the traffic report together. First off, Birmingham, you know, is not considered a major city, but we have major city traffic issues, so it keeps you always on your toes. I'll spin the camera around, show you some of the things that we use in order to put the traffic reports together and kind of how we do that. So here we go.
One of the questions I get asked all the time is, how do we find out about the wrecks? And there are a few ways in which we do that. One is that we use this website quite a bit, which is actually accessible to anyone, not just traffic reporters, but it is from the Alabama Department of Transportation. It's the traffic information and cameras. As you can see, probably like you've seen on Google Maps or whatever, gives you an indication of kind of the speed on the roadways with the green lines or yellow lines, what have you, around the Birmingham Metro. Now, if we move over here, what we can do is we can choose, actually let me refresh this first because sometimes that helps. We can choose a camera. There are traffic cameras around the Birmingham Metro, and to be perfectly honest with you, there are some places that I have cameras that really don't need them, and then there are some places that we don't have cameras that we really need them. For instance, there's no cameras on Highway 280 around the Birmingham Metro, and that's just crazy if you ask my opinion. But let's take a look at, for instance, a camera on I-65. We'll look at the 65 and 459 interchange in Hoover. So I click that, and it brings up this box, and hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed, sometimes these are problematic, the camera will load. Right now we still have a black box, so let's see if it loads. Give it a few more seconds. And there we have it. Now, I have no idea why this particular one is all blacked out right now, so I'll tell you what, we're going to try a different camera. That is actually one of the one of the challenges of this job sometimes, is working with all the technology that we have, because you know, these cameras are only a few years old, and they're still, believe it or not, working the kinks out of them. So you know, but they're good to kind of give you an eye in the sky, if you will. Let's tell you what. Let's skip off that camera. Let's look at one that you probably see on the news a lot, and this is I-65 southbound at Oxmoor Road, looking southbound, so looking towards Homewood and Hoover.
I got mail! Yay!
And I have mail. That is my mail alert. Okay, there we go. There's a good shot. As you can see, we can click on this. I can blow it up full screen, and there you can see 65 southbound at Oxmoor Road, looking towards Homewood and into Hoover, and no problems right now. No wrecks or stalls there, so that's good. So we'll shrink that down, and that's one way that we look at traffic situations around town and kind of see the flow. Another big help to us is police scanners, police radios. This radio right here is actually the same type of radio that would be in the police officer's car for the Birmingham Police and also the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. It's basically a police radio minus the microphone, so we can't talk to the police, but we can monitor all their traffic. This one only monitors the city of Birmingham and Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, and at least for the city of Birmingham, that's important because you can't even pick them up on a regular police scanner. The Sheriff's Department you can, but this makes it a lot easier because this only picks up the city of Birmingham and Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, but it's a very expensive radio, and it's kind of cool that they were able to purchase this for us to be able to hear. Of course, as you might imagine, Birmingham is always got going on. Right now it's from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department
displaying a 09 decal.
And kind of give you
anything on that tag.
An example of kind of what they talk about. This is, we might, actually hear something coming through because this is about 10 minutes before the 5 o'clock p.m. rush hour. Only thing saving us this week, it is the week of Christmas, and traffic volume is a little bit lighter. So we've got that radio.
You said the pickup order from this
and we'll turn that back down because they're just jabbering right now. And then over here on this side, we have an actual police scanner, like one you would buy at Radio Shack, and that picks up everybody else. Well, as far out as we can pick them up, being inside this building. But you know, we can pick up Hoover, we can pick up Pelham, Shelby County, so on and so forth. So there you go. Of course, one big way, and we always love this, is just to get traffic tipsters over our telephones. And that's the phone that we use. Nothing's fancy about that telephone to get the calls from people whenever they see an accident. Another way that we get traffic information, and probably actually my favorite way, is to actually call the dispatchers themselves, because who better knows what's going on in their city than the dispatchers that are dispatching the wrecks around the city. So we have a sheet of all of the local police and fire departments right there. And what I will do is I will take a sheet like this, and excuse my chicken scratch, but this makes sense to me, and I will write down the accidents. Of course, this sheet has the phone numbers as well. And like, for instance, right now in Hoover, there's a wreck on 459 northbound just past the Galleria flyover involving 2 vehicles. So I'll write this down, and then when I go to compile a traffic report, I will read from this and kind of, you know, that's what I'll talk about in the traffic report. Now, as far as sponsors, that's how we stay employed. Every traffic report has a sponsor, and and this is what we call a traffic log, or a log of all of our commercials. And this tells us that on WZZK, my next traffic spot coming up, I've already done Audi. So the next one coming up at 5:23, or 5:20 actually, around 5:20. That one's actually unsponsored. That's an open traffic, so no sponsor there. But we do traffic for the Eagle. So for instance, at 5:10, I've got a sponsor of Smackies, the Sports Bar, and on 97.3 The Buck. Coming up at 5:19, I've got a sponsor, NAOS, which is a theater. Over here on this computer is actually how we put the traffic reports together. This is a program where you see the waveform called Adobe Audition or Cool Edit. So I will record my traffics into here. In fact, I'll play for you the one that I just did, the last one that I just did, and you'll kind of see how that works.
97.3 The Buck. Traffic.
Hoover police are reporting a crash involving 2 vehicles on 459 northbound just past the Galleria flyover. A wreck in Birmingham, 4th Avenue at 13th Street, one in Jefferson County in the 1700 block of Carson Road. And look out for a wreck over on the shoulder of the road on Rocky Ridge Road at Highway 280 in Mountain Brook. Come check out the new Edge Theater in Crestwood beside Home Depot. It's a state-of-the-art theater with 12 wall-to-wall screens, 3 3D screens, self-serve drinks, and so much more. Come over to Crestwood and watch your movies in style in the new Edge Theater. In the Legacy Credit Union Traffic Center, I'm Mike Miller for Rick and Bubba, 97.3 The Buck.
So there's a traffic report I just did, and you might have heard me reading that sponsor. And this is the book right here that contains all of the copy, we call it, or the script, if you will, for all of the various sponsors that we have. Like the last one that I read in that particular traffic report was for that theater I told you about. And as you can see, there's a copy. We've got other ones, like for instance, coming up on the Eagle, I've got a spot for Smackies, and there would be the script for that. So this is the book that has all of our scripts in them. So there you go. And that's pretty much how it's done. Welcome to the Legacy Credit Union Traffic Center. The rest of the room, pretty boring. Got another computer over there. A lot of awards. Those are Don Daly's, not mine. A TV is not on right now, but about 5 o'clock I'll turn it on Fox 6 and monitor that. But this is it. Got a view to the WZZK studio over there where Ron Chapman is sitting. Let me see if he'll wave at us. Hey Ron, I'm shooting a YouTube video. Wave through the window.
Beg pardon?
I said I'm shooting a YouTube video. Wave through the window. Say Merry Christmas or whatever comes to mind.
And there were shepherds in the field by night guarding their flocks.
And that is the studio.